Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 26th of January. The sky clearing nicely across the state. The stage is set for nice weather for a while. But what about next week? Let's get in there and talk about it. First off, the Skycam shots. We'll start with the Gadsden Skycam. And rays of sun are peeking through the clouds in northeast Alabama. You go to west Alabama, not a cloud in the sky. That's the Tuscaloosa view looking east from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. And how about a check of Gulf Shores? A cloudless sky. Alabama Beach looking good. That's the view coming from the Phoenix All Suites. And soon we'll be talking about spring break week down there. But again, this is a great time of the year to go. If you've never been in the winter, it's just wonderful. Not that many folks down there, and it's just great. The upper low that brought snow to parts of North Alabama this morning is now near Charlotte, North Carolina. It is moving on in a big hurry. And a sinking air subsidence in the wake of that, producing a sunny sky across the state this afternoon. Still pretty chilly, 39 for Cullman and Gadsden, where the sky is still cloudy, and Haleyville, but there the clouds will lift out soon. Where the sun is out, we have upper 40s. The Shelby County Airport in Tuscaloosa, 48, Montgomery at 49, and we head for the 50s tomorrow. Up on the watch warning map, what you see over East Alabama, that's a morning fog advisory. That, of course, has been canceled. The real issues are northeast of here. Especially up around Washington, D.C., up toward New York City, Long Island, and Boston, where winter storm warnings are up. There's the overall precipitation for the next 5 days, and you can see we'll be dry. This is valid through Monday morning at 6 o'clock. But there's a look at the current situation up in the northeast. 998 millibar low, not too far from the mouth of Chesapeake Bay. And we've had reports of thunder sleet and thunder snow in Washington, D.C. And that's going to be a fun afternoon commute for the folks there. And that nasty weather is working its way northeast. But it's moving on pretty quickly, so won't last too much longer up there. But, of course, air delays are very real and problematic for many of the airports around Washington, D.C. and New York City. This is the 12Z GFS at noon tomorrow. Still some energy coming through here, so I guess we'll call it partly sunny. But, again, overall, the day ought to be awfully nice. The temperatures will peak in the low and mid-50s. The GFS is 51. The NAM is warmer at 56. Go to Friday, mostly sunny and comfortable. Snow flurries northeast of the state with that impulse, maybe down into Gatlinburg and Knoxville and Bristol, Tennessee. But should be a good deal of sunshine on Friday with highs, again, well up in the 50s. The GFS is showing 54. The NAM is at 60. NAM a little too warm, we think, but still will be well up in the 50s. Saturday starting off the weekend looking very nice. Ooh, the GFS is showing 61 now. Mercy. And then for Sunday, we've got a little impulse over Louisiana. And that tries to squeeze out some light rain, mainly south of here, but we note the GFS trying to spit out a little moisture here, but for now we're going to not mention any chance of rain. We'll just call it partly sunny or a mix of sun and clouds. And again, we'll be up there close to 60. That's going to feel pretty good. All right, let's get into next week. This is Monday, and what a battle zone we've got there. You got the cold 1,044 millibar high over the Dakotas, very cold air, and the mild air down here. And some evidence of snow back in the cold air from North Oklahoma up through parts of the Midwest. And Tuesday, there's the deal, and this is a little tricky deal. We've got the big trough over the east and that southern branch with this upper low over the Four Corners. And occasional little ripples come out of that impulse there, the upper low. And understand, there's certainly no way to deal with this a week in advance, but we'll look anyway. There's the surface chart on Tuesday. And this has the cold high near Kansas City. Rain breaking out. Should be mostly rain here. Heavier rain on the Gulf Coast. Go to Wednesday. That feature moves on to the east and south, and we look dry. This is Groundhog's Day, where the GFS in the past has shown some winter weather issues here. And then on Thursday, we're dry. Now let's check the European solution. We'll go to Tuesday of next week, and all of a sudden the European looks pretty wet, and it's got a surface low all the way up there near Indianapolis, 1,000 millibars. with very cold air behind it. And then Thursday of next week, in the wake of that, it turns brutally cold. Huge difference between the GFS that has this nice and mild, so to say. Who do you believe? Well, considering the pattern, you might want to believe that European might be more onto it. So I think for the moment, we might look at some rain maybe in the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, and then just maybe a flush of very cold air like that for the end of next week. We'll go deeper. How about the 9th of February? Ooh, boy. Come on now. Nasty-looking trough coming in here, and that's a whopper of a winter storm, if that's right. But let's all say it together, voodoo. Yeah, we know this will come and go with time. Could this thing happen? Yes, but it's an interesting look anyway. And then on the 11th, that is gone. But again, I still think temperatures will stay below average for the next 15 days with maybe a pretty good shot or two of cold air and just maybe a winter weather scare along the way. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening and God bless.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.